when I see my boys involved in things and wanting to do things every day, you kind of feel blessed and humbled. Like, they are doing the work. You're not helping them do things. You're not trying to, it's their part. But it's kind of fun to teach your kids. Not everything's a seat job. Obviously, they got to do some labor too. But the fruits of your labor, you got to figure out what you need to do in life. To teach them dedication and a drive in life on the farm is huge, and I think it'll help in the long run, no matter what they do.
A legacy lives on forever, and the legacies of America's rural communities deserve to be memorialized and shared with great joy. Together, these stories reveal a beautiful tradition of hard work, perseverance, and love. Big Iron Auctions is proud to share your legacy. This week, we're in Arlington, Nebraska, where a family's faith and devotion built the foundation for a prosperous fourth-generation farm.
My grandpa moved here from Denmark in the 1800s. He started living north of Kennard, bought 40 acres and just about lost it, but held on to it. In 1964, my parents wanted to move this way so we could attend a Lutheran school. I went to the same school my mom went to, and my mom's principal was also my principal. So there's that much continuity in that school. And now I've been a school board member up there, I've been an elder, I've been numerous jobs up there, and we're very close to our church and our school.
My grandpa Lauritsens moved here in 1964. They wanted a Lutheran or a parochial education. St. Paul's Lutheran Church, where my grandma's side of the family was going and attending. They really wanted to get closer to that, and it was too far out of the way for them. Or I guess our faith is one of the biggest things, is why we're here. Grandpa wanted to educate and everybody know that you have to have faith and believe, and you have to keep grinding too.
Parents were married here. I was married here. My sisters were all married here. 2 of my children were married here. My parents were both buried from this church. My grandparents were buried from this church, so we have a lot of history here. Very special. Okay guys, I want to show you a book today that was wrote by my grandpa and about our family farm. It'll kind of tell you a little of your history of everything you went through. This is the first picture of the family that came over from Denmark in 1857. There's a lot of good memories in here, guys. You just need to look through it every once in a while and bring them back to your attention. There's pictures of when we built the shop, pictures of Grandpa's first house, Grandpa's last house. There's also pictures of our farming as we grew with our machinery, from the very first A that Grandpa had till the ones we have nowadays. So I got to show you something here, Clint. This red pickup was my grandpa's. It's a 1949. I purchased it from him after he passed, and I've painted it, fixed it up, and had a lot of memories in it. My mom drove it to school. I drove it to school. I had my first date in this pickup with my wife, Connie. It's been restored in the inside. I've used it a lot for pictures and also for wedding pictures.
You guys have got a lot of memories in this thing. This is a beauty.
Yeah, it's very sentimental to us. It'll never leave the family. It'll always be part of our family, and it'll always be here for anybody that needs to use it in the family.
Well, it's always cool to have, a little piece of history in your farm yet.
You got another one here, it looks like.
This is pretty cool. So this is my grandpa Leonard Lauritsens' 1950 he bought. He was a senior in high school when he bought it. He bought it out of a wholesale store in Benson, Nebraska. He had a couple pieces of equipment that came with it, but it's been in our family forever. This was kind of the workhorse when they grew up. It did a lot. For as straight as it is, they picked a lot of ear corn with it. Did a lot of other things with it. Baled a lot of hay, did a lot of custom baling, he told me. In the early 90s, I think it was 93, my dad kind of snuck it off and got it to a neighbor and had it repainted, and we gave it back to him as a Christmas gift repainted. So it's kind of a equipment in our family, kind of nice to have around you to show, kids how it was back then.
The main workhorse back in the day, and now look at it.
Yeah, no ILS, no suspension there.
Not on this baby.
No,
She's beautiful though.
I mean, my belief in rural America and agriculture in general, I mean, it's strong. I mean, you see some of these farmers that, I mean, keep going because they love what they do. And I think that's a lot of the backbone of America. You know, small towns are struggling right now, you know, with the things going on that we can't control. But agriculture is still going to be there. We still have to plant a crop every year. We still have to raise what we have, what we can.
I often say to the grandkids, just look at the natural beauty. I mean, we are blessed, and you just look out and you see so much, and we take so much for granted. And we work real hard for what we have, and we appreciate it.
I always say, agriculture, everybody needs agriculture every day. So how can we be a part of that? What I love about working on the farm is being able to work and raise my family here. I think that my wish for my boys is that they take away the values that we've taught them and what they've learned on the farm. If they want to end up here or they don't, that they just value what they were brought up with.
I love being in agriculture. You know, it's stewards of the land, you know, taking over something and trying to make it better when you're done. You know, my grandpa was a big contributor to that. My dad's a huge contributor to that, and I want to take that on and take that down the road.
Well, I hope I leave as good a legacy as my father left me. When my dad and mom moved here, they had one thing in mind, and that was to grow a family here. And that's what I'd like to continue to grow a family here, be involved in the church, the community, and work this land and continue to raise crops, feed people. That would be my ideal legacy right there.